what's going on?
I am so tired from all that awesome Bible stuff we've been learning and running around Dollar Tree for some reason. We are in the midst of our defense class. That's right, our superhero defense class.
And every superhero needs to know how to defend him or herself. You say, well, what if they have powers beyond mortal men? Well, there's usually always one major weakness to each superhero.
I have a few examples, and then I'm going to talk to you a couple seconds about yours and mine. Superhero weakness.
Let me ask you a question. Anybody know who Superman is? Superman. Uh-huh. Yeah. What is Superman's greatest weakness? Huh? Somebody shout it out in the back there.
How about you? You? Over there, do you know it? Do you know it? No, it's not a donut.
It's not a cheeseburger. That's right. It is kryptonite. Now, usually it comes in a jagged piece of crystal, but the best representation I have, billiard ball made of kryptonite right now. So if I threw this at Soups, it would really hurt him, and he probably wouldn't be able to lift it off his chest or do anything super at all. He would be immobilized.
Which is pretty sad, because Superman's a pretty cool superhero. What about the Green Lantern?
His not as fun of a superhero weakness. His is actually being hit or touching anything yellow.
Believe it or not, Green Lantern's weakness, the superhero weakness, is yellow stuff. So, if you've got a yellow banana, just smack him upside the head with a banana. If you have a yellow taxi cab,
hit him with a taxi cab. I don't know. A wad of papers. But that's how you defeat Green Lantern. I'm sure that he usually comes away with a win and gets out of it with his super friends.
But my question for you today is, what is your superhero weakness?
Now, I'm not talking about your inability to fly on a full moon or something like that. I'm talking about when we are talking about the Bible and our spiritual life.
What is your weakness?
What do you think? Huh? What do you think? Shout it out. Let me hear you. I'm not hearing you. Louder. That's right. Not memorizing God's Word. Okay, all right, back up the train, Pastor Matt. I know that memorizing God's Word is powerful, but I'm weak when I don't do it? Yes, you are, and yes, I am. When we are not armed with God's Word, we have nothing to defend ourselves against the enemy's attacks. So if we don't know God's Word, we can't defend ourselves from the enemy. Today's memory verse comes from Matthew chapter 5, starting with verse 43 through 44. You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, like a superhero, but I tell you, I'm going to tell you something right now and it's going to be important. But I tell you, love your enemy and pray for those who persecute you. And that's Matthew 5, verse 43 through 44. Let's try that again right now with me. If you're sitting down, what on earth are you doing? Get up out of your couch, unstrap that seat belt of laziness, and get your superpower on right now. It's Matthew 5, 43 through 44. You have heard that it was said to love your neighbor and hate your enemy. Oh, all the boys and the girls, we're just
Taboo right now. Punch, punch, punch. Oh. All right. Love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, little superhero mask there. But I tell you,
love your enemy and pray for those who persecute you. Matthew 5, 43 through 44. Let's try that one more time. Let's say it really loud and we'll do it all together. It's going to be great.
You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy.
But I tell you, love your enemy and pray for those who persecute you.
Matthew 5, verses 43 through 44.
All right, good job, boys and girls. We're going to be looking at that verse and more as the weeks progress here at Revenge is Disassembled.